It is the goal of every high school football player in Memphis when the season begins to still be practicing, to still be playing when the calendar flips to December. And this year, only one Memphis team is still alive in its quest to win a state title, and that is the Houston Mustangs. On the practice field tonight, sitting just 4 days away from playing in the school's first ever state championship game. Saturday night, the Mustangs take on Oakland for the 6A state title. It's a Houston team that's won 11 straight games, taking on the three-time defending state champs. And the Mustangs know they'll have the entire 901 rooting them on.
It's awesome. It's a real exciting time around here. You know, being one of the only teams practicing around the area and, you know, going to play the state championship game is a dream come true for a lot of our kids.
This is the end goal for any team in the state, especially in this region when it's a pretty tough region. So knowing that we're the last team standing is pretty special to us.
Hi, how are you? Doc Holliday. Tomorrow at 6 in Chattanooga, the Houston Mustangs taking the field in the TSSAA 6A state championship football game, looking to win their first ever gold ball. Matt Enfield.
The final practice before the first state championship game appearance in Houston football history.
There's been a lot of nerves that go with it, but also a lot of excitement. I feel really good with how we're practicing. We're practicing with a lot of energy, really focused, so I feel pretty good about this week.
Playing in this game is something starting quarterback Chandler Day has had on his mind since he was in 8th grade.
I thought that 2019 team was like the greatest team ever, and me and my friends went down to Ravenwood when they played in that semifinal game and they lost, and I mean, I was heartbroken.
But he and his teammates made a pledge. They would be part of the first Houston team to play for a state title. And 4 years later, that's exactly what's happened. Fueled by a sensational postseason run that's included a 30-10 road win over previously undefeated Germantown. And last week, a trip to Nashville where they beat down Brentwood 28-0.
You know, we knew we had the ability to be this far. Whether we made it this far or not, you know, a lot of luck has to go into it with injuries and the way the ball bounces sometimes. But I knew this team had it in them. But, you know, obviously it coming to fruition is a great thing.
This group is aware, no matter what happens Saturday, they'll be remembered.
Like when I'm just like playing video games with my teammates, we think about like we in the big stage, like our name gonna be in history because we made history for Houston. First time ever going to state.
But they also want that gold ball more than anything, and they're ready to lay it all out on the line Saturday night in Chattanooga.
Oh, it means everything. You know, everything. When I took this job, I wanted to get this team to this point, and now that we're here at this point, I definitely I want to win it. So it would mean a heck of a lot for me, but more for the kids. I want them to have that experience.
At Houston High School, Battlefield.
Trip to Chattanooga next weekend. We start in 6A. Defending state champs Houston going to battle with Ravenwood. Mustangs had a nice start to the game, but Jalen Pollard going to force Chandler Day to cough up the ball, and the Raptors recover there. Big stop for them. Still scoreless now in the second quarter. This is LaDeidre James for Houston. Great run on 4th and short. Picks up a big chunk of yards. That led to a Mustangs field goal, the first 3 points of the game. A few drives later, Raptors able to get to the end zone. Maverick Chance plunges in, helps ignite Ravenwood. But next drive, Day going to make up for that earlier fumble. He rips one to Andre Allen. The senior puts the Mustangs back out in front at halftime, 10-7. They go on to win it 24-21. They'll try and go back-to-back in 6A next weekend.
Houston Mustangs getting their shot on the big stage tomorrow when they take on Oakland in the 6A state championship game. Houston, the defending 6A state champs, taking on the same team they prevented from four-peating last year. Matt Enfield.
Last year.
And Houston has taken down Oakland. And the Mustangs, in their first ever BlueCross Bowl championship, have won the title.
The Houston Mustangs took home a gold ball for the first time ever. Saturday, they'll play in the same game.
It's a little different. It feels a little bit like old hat.
Against the same team, the Oakland Patriots.
Well, they've been there, 5 years straight, so they're pretty, I think Coach Greasy has an apartment in Chattanooga that he just figures he'll be spending a week in there every December, so they're a fixture there, and we're trying to be a fixture there as well.
There's a bit of feeling of deja vu from last year when the Mustangs lost 2 straight games early in the season before rattling off 12 in a row on their way to a title. This year, Houston lost 2 straight to Whitehaven and Tupelo early in the season and have won 8 straight since.
We've got a pretty good plan of getting beat twice in a row and very humbling ourselves and then getting back to Houston football.
The Mustangs also faced adversity at the start of their playoff run when senior starting quarterback Chandler Day missed round 1 with a shoulder injury.
It was also tough having to deal with those injuries just because, you know, it felt like I worked too hard to just go down and not be able to, like, get the feeling that I wanted.
The feeling all the Mustangs want is another state championship. Last year, they made history. This time round, they want to leave zero doubt.
Backpack puts a stamp on it. You know, it makes last year seem like we belonged there, and now we make sure that people know that we're here to stay.
At Houston High School, Matt Enfield, Action News 5.